think if I haven't succeeded in alienating everybody yet, I may as well deal with two more points on current policies and current issues. One is a thing which irritates me a lot. I don't see much opposition to it, either in the libertarian movement or free market economists. I'm not saying it's not there, I just don't see it. It might be there bubbling underground and I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, we've had in the last few years a veritable reign of terror on Wall Street. Many of us have our least favorite politician. It's very difficult. When I think about my least favorite politician, it's very difficult to decide among a rich tapestry of choices. If you focus on this guy, yeah, he's the least favorite. You focus on somebody else, yeah, he's the one. But my particular favorite is Rudolph Giuliani, the heroic Savonarola of Wall Street. Okay?
Hitler.
The scourge, the scourge of Wall Street. Giuliani is, as you probably know, he'll probably be the mayor of New York soon. And his big thing is using the power of the state apparatus, including all quasi-illegal means, certainly unlibertarian means, to what? To combat the evils on Wall Street. What are the evils on Wall Street? Well, things like insider trading, which as far as I'm concerned means if you talk over a martini, you say, gee, Jim, I know that so-and-so XYZ Corporation is going to merge with ABC Corporation. You're arrested. It's illegal. Somebody's spying on you. It's inside trading, evil. Lock them up. And the idea that somehow an unfair advantage, if you know something more than the other guy and therefore profit from it, that's what free enterprise is. It's knowing something more than the other guy and being an entrepreneur and profiting from it, whether it's the stock market or business in general. This is a direct assault on free markets, and free enterprise, and private property, and all the rest of it. It's a victimless crime, just as much as prostitution and drugs. It's a victimless crime. It also helps the economy by siphoning control and ownership of assets of corporations to the most efficient people, those who know more than the other clucks. Okay, and for this they are persecuted. Two prominent investment bankers were dragged out of their office in manacles and chains by Giuliani's thugs. And what does the public say about it? I mean, usually I'm optimistic about the public, but not in this sort of situation. They don't understand it. They're good when something taps their pocketbook, like a pay raise or something like that. They don't understand that. Something on Wall Street, they're all for it. Yeah, these guys. One of my least favorite news things on television is the man on the street interviews. I don't know whether it's the real man on the street or whether they select it that way. A bunch of bozos from beginning to end. And when they arrested some of these Wall Street insider traders, they asked these guys, "What do you think?" I think the Ivan Boesky case. What do you think of the Boesky punishment? It's too good for him. There's $1 billion fine and then 5 years in jail and prohibiting him from ever trading in security again. Too good for him. They should lock him up and throw away the key. This seems to be the modal argument, the modal opinion of the man on the street. And if you talk about the civil liberties or property rights of Wall Street people, it seems. They're rich. Who cares about their rights? I think it's extremely important for us to get into this. To me, one of the most interesting aspects of this was the New York Times headline. New York Times always tries to be very objective in their headlines and their reporting, but this time they weren't very objective, even by New York Times standards. And the big headline was something like this. I wish I could remember the exact quote. On the financial page, yet, which is even more neutral than the other parts of it, was something like this. Income so big that even Wall Street can't stomach. That was the headline. And the income referred to Michael Milken, indicted for $1 billion fine, 550 years in jail, whatever the penalties are, for the crime of inside trading, plus takeover bids and all that, which I'll get into in a little bit. And the comments about Milken's $550 million a year income. Okay, 3 people in particular, the New York Times quoted as attacking this bitterly. Too much, it's monstrous, so on. One was, of course, our old buddy, John Kenneth Galbraith, who you can expect that from Galbraith, all right? Galbraith was made millions by attacking everybody else's affluence. Right? That's his contribution to social life. The other was with Donald J. Trump, with all the nerve saying, you can be happy on less money than that. What gall, what chutzpah. And third, none other than our old buddy who practically runs the country, David Rockefeller, who says, if somebody can make that much money, it shows there's a serious imbalance in our financial system. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at a situation, I think basically what we're really looking at is the old corporate elite, which was inefficient, which has been shafting the stockholders for a long time. Suddenly he finds a system whereby people like Milken can finance takeover bids and get the corporation out from under inefficient elites and onto new and better owners. And so he'll pay stockholders more money. That's really what it's all about. People like Rockefeller are almost the embodiment of the old-fashioned corporate elite.